few minutes. I wasn't even gonna go live. I had some things to do, and I guess I decided to go live for a quick chat. I don't know, 10 minutes, maybe 15. Not very long. Long day. Went in early, got done late. That's gonna be the norm there for a little while. And wait, see who's in here. See how many people are up. It's Monday. Now Tuesday morning now. Just another minute or two. Yeah. Oh, I got my live on. I got to turn my. Hey, Carter Silver, how's it going, brother? Nice to see you. Hey, turn my volume down on my laptop over there. Yeah, I had a long day, man. Oh, hard day at work. Hey, OTG. Hey, Raka. How you doing? Thanks for stopping in. Oh man, yeah, I had a long, rough day at work. I'm home now. Deciding what I want to do. I'm getting a nice big pile of copper. I had to move some of that stuff, pile it up. Probably gonna break open some of these pennies here, do a little penny roll hunting. I don't know. Just to pass a few minutes away, I guess. Sit here and talk with you guys and say hello. I hope everybody's had a great night. Mine, yeah, another hectic day at work. Not really happy about it, but I don't even want to get into detail about it, but someday maybe. Yeah. Oh, you know what? I really keep it 9 coins from Coinstar today. Awesome. Only one Canadian. Nice, nice. Yeah, I got. A lot of my videos I don't even do. Whenever I go to the store, I always check them. I got pretty lucky there the last video I did. I didn't even notice it. I was about to walk away, but I had been checking inside and I had found two of these. I don't know which one it was. And if you watch the video, towards the end, I went out in the parking lot and seen something shiny. Now, what the? Bent down, it was another quarter. So it's all right. But I had got these other two quarters that I'd gotten, and I did do a video on it. I got this other junk. I'm usually pretty lucky at the coin stars. I got a Canadian nickel the other day. Um, Half the time I don't always do a video. It all depends if I got my phone on me or not. Look at that crusty, yucky penny. Yeah. I'd gotten this dime a little while ago. I think I did a video on that, and when it was inside the coin star, it almost looked like it could have been silver, but I flopped it on top of it, and I could hear the sound, and it wasn't. I don't know. That's what do we got here? Just in about a week or so, maybe. Dollar 25, $1.50, 60, 75, 76, and I think I actually got some more in my car and the door handle. Probably another 75 cents worth, but I throw it all together. It adds up, I guess. I mean, as of June of last year until the end of December, I think I did a video. Hey, Mike, how you doing? I was like, coins really interesting stream. You ever put them under your stack to cool down in the summer? My mom showed me a trick years ago. It's been life changing. No, no, I can't say that I do, Mike. I just I do it. It's fun. Actually looking for silver. Periodically, like my last video, there was nothing in there, but there was a sheetrock screw, and of course I don't have a whole lot of brass, but I seen that up on the top. Not sure what they're for, but there was a sheetrock screw, and it looked like a nail. And these three pieces of brass. I was gonna leave it there, but I said, "Oh, gee, I might as well take it because I got a little bit of brass." Um, Bellows Forge had sent me some to melt up. I was going to throw that along with it. Melt that up when I'm ready to. Um, it's very veiny. Do you keep it shaved too? Huh. Hey, Hire, how you doing? Thanks for stopping by. But anyhow, I found some pretty strange things, and I think I might have them still over here. I'd have to move my laptop because I don't think I've taken them down. But from June until December, I'd counted it up. I did a video, and I think it was something like around 25 or $27. I don't know where that nose ring ended up going, but yeah, I still got that over there. Not the nose ring. No, do I got it over there? No. Yes, I do. Yes, I do. It's been cleaned with alcohol. I've got it over on the side still, but it's really bizarre. Some of the things you're gonna find in the Coinstars, really bizarre. um, I'm sure a lot of you probably have seen the videos, but let me show you these real quick. I found this brass key, which is going to get melted. It says "Do not duplicate." The video on that was really bizarre. And I found this nose ring. The ball part of it fell off. I tested it on my stone with it's 18 karat. I tested on my stone with my acids. There's a little ball that fell off. There's a nose ring. And one time before, I found this was laying right on top of it. It's sterling silver. And then I also found this. It looks like it's a phone. It's for a phone for taking out the SIM card, perhaps. I found that in there. I found some other stranger things, some of the things I didn't want to even touch. And it's kind of funny how the things you'll find in there. Hey, JK Pioneer, how's it going? Thanks for stopping in. Uh, have some work to do. Any wheat pennies in the Coinstar? I have found a few wheat pennies. Yes, I have. Um, Nothing exciting 1956s. And I find them occasionally. It's been a while since I've actually found some silver in the Coinstars. Um, I do know I have a guy that works at the same place as I do, and he works first shift, and he lives in my local area. I know I always see him in there scratching off the lottery tickets, and it's right next to the machine. And I never realized. I thought he was just going in for that, but he got in there just moments before me. And I walked in, and he had reached his hand inside the Coinstar, and he pulled out. He had to pull out at least it was about a buck and a half of coins, quarters, nickels, dimes. And I said, "Oh man!" I was just getting ready to do a video on that. And I said, yeah, I go, I didn't realize. I go, I know you. I seen you in here a lot of times, and you're buying scratch off tickets. He goes, yeah, I'm always checking that. He goes, I found a couple of $50 and silver $50 and some silver quarters and some dimes. And I said, oh, so you're the other guy that's checking this out and cleaning it out before I get to it. Oh, nice. I said, good for you. Like I usually check it out to do a video on it, short on my YouTube channel. I'm looking for the silver. But he showed me what he had in his hand. He just got done pulling it out of there, but he wouldn't let me see exactly what it was. And I said, "It's all good." But anyways, I do go periodically to the bank, and I still got some quarter rolls to go through over there, and some penny rolls. And a lot of times, what I like to do is on the pennies because I search them for. I keep all the copper and I put all the zinc together and send them back to the bank. Now I got my phone pretty low. Let me zoom in here a little bit so you can see the grams maybe. I think you guys can probably see that. But what I like to do a lot of times when I do get my penny rolls from the bank, I put it on grams. I'll usually get like $100 worth of quarters, dimes, and pennies, and I enjoy just going through them. And I don't usually do anything um, too many videos on it, but it's something I enjoy to do. Let me get you over here so you can see the grams. So I don't gonna have you all zoomed right out. What I like to do is to take the penny rolls, and the lighter they are, notoriously, if the lighter they are, like 1290, 12.90 grams. Oh, no, sorry, 129.0 grams. Notoriously, that's probably going to be all zinc pennies. So I usually mark what they are on them. I got these other ones that I weighed, and this one is actually 3.85. So the higher the grams is 138.5 versus the 120. This is 128.9. 128.9. There's going to be mostly zinc in there, and the higher the grams, excuse me, 138. There's going to be some copper in there. The chances are I'm going to have a lot more copper in this. Oh, I already know there's going to be a lot more copper in here, and the more chances I'm going to find some wheatback pennies. I have had them before to where I can't remember the exact number, but I think if they're all copper pennies, which I've had from the bank, and I've got one roll that was like really, they were really older pennies, but they really had like a nice shine to them, like they almost like they hadn't been opened in years. I'll have to find that because I kept them in there and I didn't take them out, but I wanted to search through them. But they had some like a nice red patina on them and reddish copper color. But anyhow, just to show, I haven't even opened any of these. I usually go through them afterwards. Like I mean, this one's copper. I can tell right off the bat. I can't tell the year, but can't. I'm sure you guys can probably see the date. I can't on my phone, but it looks like it's a 1965. I know that's copper. I'll be keeping that. But I'll thumb through them real quick and I'll just take a quick look at them. I mean, I can even tell by the sound if I didn't have this mat on here. But I'll look for the coppers and I'll take them out afterwards. Oh, lo and behold, look at here. Uh, there's a weedy right there. I need my magnifying glass. None of this has been staged either. I'm not going to stage you guys up with copper pennies. I'm just getting done work, so you have to forgive the dirty hands. It's looking like a 1944, but I'm not getting that zoomed. Yeah, it's 1944. But yeah, that'll definitely come out of there. It looks like I probably only got the one. That's what I do in my spare time. And like I said, I don't normally do videos on them. I know there's some people that are really into it. I am, but not to do videos on. I just wanted to chat for a while and show that to you guys. Let me see. The other one I'd put a couple off to the side just specifically just because I went through them. And what I try to do is I try to keep the lighter ones back here, and then I keep going on to the heavier ones in the back. Um, let's see. I'm going to zero that out here. I'll open up one more and go through it real quick. I know there's more copper in that little stash that I had right there, but I'm just going to go through them real quick to see if I can't find another copper or another wheatie. I like wheatback pennies. I've got jars and jars, not jars, but like there's 16-ounce Dixie cups full of them. I separate them by the years, like 1944s, 1945s, 46s, 47s, and they're becoming more and more difficult to find the wheatback pennies in the wild compared to like what they used to be years ago. I've been saving them for a long time, and like I said, all my regular coppers I keep. I don't see any wheatback pennies in here. There is some copper in there. I could just about tell you which ones are copper. I can almost pick them out. I guarantee every one that I'm grabbing right here is a copper penny, without even looking. I don't know about that one. If I were to guess, every one of these are copper. I mean, you can tell as this one right here. It's hard to say if that one is. Looks like it could be. It's more red. Oh, come on. I can't get it focused. $72? Is that a 72? Or 73? 73. Yep, copper. The rest of them, I'm not quite 100% sure. I'll go through them afterwards. Like I said, I'll keep them all. Now, let me read the chat real quick. Which pennies are worth millions? I'll tell you. There's a few, but hold them up. Will be your eyes. Yeah, I got a magnifying glass. You know I do. I'm not sure where the heck I put it. I don't see it in here. Must got it in the other room. Um, 1940, 1943 copper penny is could be worth millions depending on the mint mark and the condition of it. 1943 were all steel pennies. There was a few that they had made that had slipped out. There was always, as years had went on, there was always an old wives' tale, so to speak, that it was just a story. But eventually, some had been authenticated. And from what I remember hearing way back in the day, that there might have only been like a handful, like 10 or 15 of them that had were left in the hopper. And they, hey, Broke Stacker, how you doing? Thanks for stopping by. Or there's just a handful of them that kind of got through that were still left in there that got printed in 1943, and there are some that are legitimately registered. Hey, Nikki Lee, how you doing? Thanks for stopping by. Um, I, as a young collector, I have come across several 1943 coppers, um, but the ones, and I have two or three of them, two or three copper 1943s, but they're coated. They're coated because a magnet will stick to them. They'll stick to a magnet. Um, Way back in the day, and this is better than 25, I'm trying to think, 25, 26, because at the gas station that I used to work at, I seen a lot, and I'm almost 75 to 80% sure I had a 1943 copper because I could tell by the sound. Let me take out this. I just happen to have this piece of Brazilian hardwood cherry. I had this countertop that if you take, I know this one's a zinc. Can everybody hear that sound that zinc penny is making? Give me a thumbs up if you can hear that sound of that zinc penny. Nobody's giving me a thumbs up. Come on. Got to be able to hear that thumbs up or hear that sound. There we go. All right. Now, that's a zinc. I'm going to leave that there. Now, this one should be a copper. Pretty sure it is. And it's making me a liar. Hold on. I got to make sure I got one. There we go. Can you hear that? I know that one's a copper because it's 1944. That other one may have been a zinc. Listen to the difference. And the wood, this wood ain't a great thing, but it's a hard piece of wood. So you might there's a higher ring to that, to the copper. I need something that's more solid. Ah, there's the copper. But if it was it's going to be very tough for you guys to hear that. But I can hear the difference. But then, needless to say, the 1943 that I had, I was like 75 to 80% sure. And a good wood ping tester. Yeah, this ain't the greatest thing, but it's the closest thing that I had. You need something that's very solid and very hard uh, to test it on. My table I have in my kitchen is a much better table to do it on. But I'm not going to bring you guys out to the kitchen. Um, but as the story goes, this penny, I was pretty sure that it was a 1943 copper, but at that point in time, um, you can hear the difference in mercury diamond. Oh yeah, you can. You can hear a big difference between a mercury diamond, a silver, and a clad, most definitely. But I can also hear the difference between the pennies, the zinc and the coppers. But at the garage, I mean, I was always testing things, and I would see some of the fake 1943s, and they did fake them, and I could tell just from the sound of them. And I was pretty sure, like I said, 85% sure I had a 1943 copper. So I hid it, and I had a single wide trailer back then. I had hid it, and I put it up inside the cupboard, inside between the cupboard and the inside of it and the ceiling. And it was either there or one other place. And this is back over 30 years ago. And it was a real old single wide. And I ended up getting rid of it. I forgot to take it out of there. Now I do know where it was taken. If it's still there, I don't know. It was there probably about 7 years ago. Um, but I need to get permission to go onto the people's property, and it's off there like in a sand pit area or whatever. I do want to visit that back to see if I can't find exactly. There's two specific locations I would have stuck it, and because there was another nickel that I had that was the 19, I forget, 1954 S over D mint marker, D over S, I think it was. And I hid that up in the ceiling. This is back in my very beginning days of collecting. I always hid things. Hey, Liberty Bleeds, how you doing? But I need to go back to that place and get permission to go on the land and see if I can't find where I had stashed those in there. If it's still there, if they didn't dismantle it and or burn it down or do whatever to see if it is there. And that would be amazing that if I did go there after like 25, 30 years and actually find it and if it was, that would be like super awesome. Um, oh yeah, Liberty. Yeah. You were talking about this, right? Is that what you were talking about? You were talking about that on my last live stream. Never got back to you. I sent you pictures. Is that what you're talking about? I got that copper cream. I could probably clean that up wherever it's dark. It'd probably come out reddish. Yeah, I think he wants one. That's exactly. I thought so. We'll talk about that. We'll talk about that. That's not going anywhere. And if it does go anywhere, it'll be going to you. I have stamped that. It was very difficult to stamp it. I had to try to find a place to stamp it. Um, it is number 006, and I had a very difficult time trying to stamp that. And I did get it stamped there with a weight on the bottom. 1 point. What is it? 1.2. I can't read it. 1.76 ounces, 2025, and I stamped it over here 999. But yeah, that was a really, really, really bizarre piece that I made. Unique. I wouldn't say bizarre, but unique. Yeah, I was almost thinking about taking that Wright's copper cream and cleaning it because wherever it's dark, it'll take that off and it'll be like a reddish hue underneath, like this kiss tongue. That's the patina that's on the metal. That usually happens on every single one. Some of my lives, I actually did a demonstration where I cleaned them up. You can actually see some of the red there underneath this. This is going to be solid, nothing but solid red. It's the color you get from when you got pure copper metal and you're melting it and you do the pour. The red patina is part of the the composition of the copper, and it sort of goes to the surface, and then you get that black soot type material it's a combination of being heated and the graphite that's inside the metal. It floats to the top and it bonds to it. But I've got this copper cleaner that'll take that the black stuff right off just by rubbing it, and it doesn't touch the patina as long as you don't super scrub it. And that's what I've been doing with some of my copper pours. I mean, even that one, the one I did during Saturday Showdown, that one's going to be nice because that's going to be completely red, just like that underneath as well. I did the top a little bit. Yeah, did you see that dragon I poured, LBS? I don't know if you've seen that video. Where is it? That came out. That came out pretty wicked. That came out pretty wicked. That dragon I got back here, I did a face plant in the cast, open sand cast from the top. I thought it came out pretty good for my first try for my. I'm missing the chat, and I was gonna try to keep track of the chat. Alaska Sin Adventures, how you doing? Thank you for stopping by. Hey, Sean Stafford, how's it going, brother? Thank you. Yeah, there were some wicked cool Hot Wheels you had there. Pretty hot, man. I like going to your a lot of your shorts and stuff that you create. Yeah, that for my first one, it was a hefty piece. Let me click that over. I forgot how much that weighed, but it was pretty hefty. Uh, yeah, 11 point. Wow, that's a hefty. That's a hefty dragon right there. 11.73 ounces. It was 7.4, but it lost just a little bit because I did clean it. Um, zoom you guys back out here. But look at that. For just having kinetic play sand, which is not the best, look at some of the detail that came out in that dragon. I mean, I did it real quick as well. I mean, I didn't go do it too quick, but um, I had to kind of wiggle it in there back and forth, the dragon, to try to get the edges and get it stamped in there right. Wiggle it enough to where when I pulled that dragon up out of there, I didn't disturb the sand on pulling it out. And it even had some pretty cool looking pore lines on the back part of it. Um, I can get into detail and I mean, look, it looks like there's a scorpion in there, a little. Forget, it looked like a dragon one way, or it could have looked like a scorpion, or even the whole thing. See the scorpion right there, the body, and then it could be like a dragon's head right up in there, but you can see the scorpion, like the pinchers in the front and the legs coming out. I mean, I can see a lot of things in there. I've got a very imaginative mind. Yes, I do. But yeah, that's I was pretty happy with the way that came out. I got this other type of sand I got to order off the line. I was talking about it in my last live stream. It's much finer, much better. I'm going to get much better detail, so I can do much better sand cast for us. We might have to send 3D over to Tiber's place. Hold on now. This is some knows all about preheating graphics. That's for sure. Yeah, it's chat's kind of going pretty fast, so I'm missing some of it here. Let me scroll back just a little bit. Bells. Hey, Bells Forge, how you doing? Thanks for stopping in. Uh, yes, it is. Thank you. Thank you, Sean. That was all about the preheating graphics. That's for sure. Yeah. I like to preheat them. There was one time when I first started doing it, I forgot about. I was preheating it with the map gas. I left the map gas on. I left the map gas on, and I kind of forgot about it. I was so excited, I wasn't even paying attention, and that 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 graphite mold was cherry red, and the my my stones that I had on there, they were heated up and baked the bottom of my tabletop there, which is actually metal, but it's got a coating of wood on it. And I guess as soon as the air, I lifted it up, I started taking them off. The air got to it and it started to bubble up underneath it. It was smoking. It was so hot. Holy shit! You had to been there to see it. Speech to text, you're bad. Yeah, no problem. That's all right. LBS. Thanks for the double tap lesson, brother. Now, yeah, double taps. Yeah, Danny does that a lot as a double tap. If you had a phone, you double tap the phone. It automatically. It's like clicking the like button, and I appreciate each and every one for doing that. Um, but yeah, uh, my thoughts tonight when I got home. Of course, I've been working late. I've been going in early, a half hour early, and working about a half hour late every single night. So I'm doing like about a 9 hour day just at work. And driving time, it's about a 10 to a 10 and a half hour day. Um, I was almost tempted. I ain't gonna lie. I I was very tempted. I wanted to go out there because I think Mrs. T-Bird's still working. She usually gets done at midnight. She's still working. I was very tempted to go out there and throw another 12 to 20 ounces of copper in there and turn the furnace on to do some more boring. I wanted to make another. I got a cross out there that I didn't pour the other night because I actually made this. That's my number 2 Phoenix. that I'd poured. I got a promo. Oh yeah, the promo rising up, rising from the ashes. I'm gonna take some stuff and do something special with that. With some yellow, orange, and red. What is it? What was I gonna use? Not plastic. What is it? Hey, Suda. Suda knows. How you doing, Suda? And it kind of Suda kind of gave me the idea for that in a way. Resin. Uh, I kind of got that because I periodically go and watch Suda Gupta's other channel, Artistry, and I'm thinking about getting some yellow, orange, and red resin, which I talked about in my last live, and making like some flames coming up with different types of resin, different colors, and have it look like flames, and put it on something. I don't know if wax paper is a good thing to use, but I have to figure that out of what to put the resin on to where I can take the resin and make like flames in different colors, red, orange, yellow. And then once it's the resin's still set, I can take that and drop that right in there, and the resin will bond to the actual back part of it and fill those holes where I'll have like flames in the background, and you'll still see that, and it'll be like the phoenix rising from the flames. Um, and that was my first pour. This the second one, and then this was my third one, and they're all pretty heavy. That one's almost 18 ounces. This one's almost 17 ounces of copper. I have an unended, unlimited, unending amount of copper to melt and pour. I ain't gonna lie, I don't got as much silver. I do, but I'm not touching my coins. My rounds and my rounds, I will never melt those down. I will save rounds if I can. I will save rounds when and if I can. Like these. Uh, there's another one here somewhere. I saved Mickey. I saved two Mickeys. Yeah, I saved those from the melt. I didn't have any. I got two now. They were to be melted, and I saved them. Uh, is that the other one? Yep, there's the other one. Yep. I got those from another subscriber, and I couldn't see those getting melted. Not those ones. Uh, I usually buy Silver Shot, and there is you can buy generic silver rounds cheaper than you can buy Silver Shot. Um, right now I'm down to two of these left, Silver Shot. And like I said, this summer I'm going to be making my own Silver Shot. I got quite a bit of silver, but I have to refine it and use a silver cell, which I'm going to be using to make my own Silver Shot. And when I do that, I'll get more into the silver pouring. Um, or if silver dips down, which I don't think it's going to anytime soon, um, maybe buy some more Silver Shot. But right now, I got about 20 ounces of silver that I want to melt. But then we're going to go for my T-bird cookies that I have over there on the side, over there that I talked about, somewhere over there. Yeah, you can see them. I got a few different ideas, and I got a T-bird cookie right here. Who wants to take a bite of that T-bird cookie? What a silver topper. T-bird cookie. She sure is such a lovely lady. Yes. Uh, yeah, she is a great supporter of many channels. And I very much appreciate Suda and Artistry. Uh, should all somebody LBS or Bellows get Artistrian's main page and show her a little love and a little support. Throw her address down there, and if nobody's subscribed to her, go check her out. She there you go. Thank you so much, Bellows. Appreciate you, brother. She's got an awesome channel. I don't get out there nearly as much as I'd like to. I just lately, even a lot of the other subscribers, and there are some subscribers here right now, and I apologize. Bellows, you as well. I have not been to your wall in a little bit. I've been there. I've watched a couple of videos. I didn't comment on them, but I have just been super super busy in the last week or so, and it's I'm not getting to half the amount of people that I want to my subscribers. Um, I know I've hit Liberty Bleeds up a little bit here and there. I don't think I've watched every single thing of his. Um, I've been to Artistrans a little bit. There's a few other ones that I can't think of off the top of my head. I know I've been to Sean Stafford's a little bit, not nearly as much as I have, and I apologize. I've just been so busy with work mainly. It's like I get up, I get ready for work, I take off, I go to work, I come home, um, I do my thing, whatever. Maybe I'll get on here for a little bit, and I'm off to bed, and I get up, I sleep late, and I getting up, doing the whole thing all over again. Groundhog's Day, every day of the week. And then they have these mandatory Saturdays they want me to go in. Now, fortunately, this Saturday I don't have to. It was supposed to be, but they at the last minute they switched it. Very time consuming. Yeah, this stuff is very time consuming. T-Bird. Yeah, I know. Same thing with you, Carter. I've already watched like about two of your videos. I didn't even comment on it because I was watching it in the bedroom in the TV and didn't have my phone on, and I apologize. I do that with. I've done that with you. I've done it with LBS. I've done it with Mishy Stacker especially because I watch a lot of Mishy Stacker stuff, and I can't comment from my TV. Uh, and then I forget about commenting it, and then it's like I've never been there. I've hit the like button. I can do that on my TV, but I can't make a comment. Broke Stacker's another one. I've been to about three of his that I've watched stuff, and I didn't get to comment because I was watching it on my TV. I'll go to bed and I get a little stir crazy, and I got the 55-inch against the back of the bureau back there, and I got the remote inside of me. I turn it on, and I'll start watching stuff until I get really sleepy. And then I get up the next day and I forget to go back to commenting of what I watched. So I am very bad at that, and I apologize. But needless to say, you just trust me. I gave you some watch hours. I gave you some thumbs up. I just haven't commented. I apologize, and it just gets lost in the shuffle of what which one I had to go back and put a comment. Okay, I watched that, but then I forget what it was about because I watched so many subscribers, different channels. I try to get as many people as I can. Michael Stacken, you're supposed to already be in bed. What's going on? Mike Heel. Yeah, he teased me about Mike Heel because a lot of times on the way coming home from work, I usually watch his live stream on the way coming home. And once I'm driving, I can't see the chat. I used to have it. I think it's because my phone is so loaded with videos and everything else that I do, and my I cannot cast from my phone to my LCD screen in my car anymore. The only thing I get, it says what I'm watching, but it won't cast the actual video anymore. There's either a glitch in my phone or there's something going on. But I use the speech to text. I can still AOC Stacker 3 hours later. Yeah, you got that right, brother. Hell, they playing. Hey, Ross Babo, everybody's coming in. Woo! How y'all doing? Oh man. Oh man. OC Stacker. Ooh. Okay. You had a whole bag and you went through them. You were supposed to savor those. Yeah. These are all spoken for and they're not for OC Stacker. I've been sneaking out little Butterfingers in almost every shipment, not in every one, but certain subscribers' shipments. And one of them actually has a name on the bottom of them. And he knows who he is. He's in here. He's got one coming very shortly. If I can get the mail together and get it out to him. Yeah, he's just going to try to get me to get Mrs. Heber to buy him another bag of Butterfingers and send them off to him. That's what he's trying to do. Appreciate you stopping in here, brother. Um, I jump on raid. Broke Sacker says raid. Yeah, look at this other little cool piece of it I had floating down on the bottom of my crucible. I was doing looking into one of my first videos. I was showing, and I didn't name it Into the Bowels of the Crucible, but I did that short, and that was awesome. But this was one that I was doing a live stream, and I think it was my first one. I got everybody to look down in there, and it was liquid liquid copper, and I had the furnace shut off and was starting to set up, and I started shaking it around, and it was sloshing around, and then ended up hardening up, and I dumped it out, and it came out. I don't know, it was kind of looked like a flower at first, but I don't know if that's going to be a remelt or should I keep that as an artist piece. I haven't debated yet or not. It's kind of cool looking, I guess. But oh, I know what I lost track of. I don't know. LBS probably took off. I probably missed him saying, well, he had to go, maybe. I'm not sure if he's still in here or not. Let me see. Scroll back. He probably said he had to take off. It's definitely a labor of love. Yes, it is. You're welcome, LBS. It's the last thing I've seen from you. Um, I was going to say something about LBS, but I can't remember now. It'll come to me. Maybe. Maybe not. I jump off topic a lot. LBS is fishing with his head. Probably is. He probably is. He should be looking for the Sasquatch over in Washington. If he's still in Washington, I tell you what, I'd be out there. I'd have. Oh, I can't even show you guys. I'm so. How did these other people show their GUNs out there and not get in trouble for it? I mean, I've got a few of them. I'd love to show them, but I can't because I'm too afraid they'll put a strike against me. I got one right in the other room, right in the other side of the door. Oh, it's a composite. It's a composite 2.2. Um, it's a composite 2.2 ASULT thingy. Uh, it's got 100-round clip on it. It's pretty sweet. It's pretty sweet. Uh, but I wish I could share that with you. I don't dare to. I don't dare to. Because that ain't my thing. I don't know. I do believe in the Second Amendment pretty heavily. Uh, uh, I have a lot of toys like that. I'm a country boy, man. I'm a country boy. But if I was there, I'd be having that with me, and I'd be right out there with LBS with the headlight on, and I would be looking for Sasquatch in Washington. It's the perfect area for it. Perfect area for it. Don't get in trouble. No, I won't. I won't show any of that. But I don't understand how a lot of these other people, how can they? It's supposed to be something that you can get. They can use a strike against you, but there's people that are showing it all the time in other YouTube videos. I don't understand it. 18 likes, awesome. 14 people still in here. Yeah, and I was only gonna do a quick live. Yeah. Who was it? James Real. James Real commented to me. That was funny. He said it looked like his ex-wife. I said, come on, man. Woo. Yeah, I want to do another. I want to do another one like that. I want to do another one. I've got to get some of that better sand for casting though. Oh, is that another? Is that another one or is that? Wait a minute. Is that 1944? Or is that one that I missed? I think I threw it back down there. Come on, get rid of the background. I get you to focus, maybe. No, I can't get that to focus. I think that's that same one, isn't it? 1944. The one I found, I stuck it back over there in the other pile. Yeah, I'll go over them afterwards. I'm gonna open up all of them and get rid of those. It was a week before last. Some of the other coins that I already went through that I searched and went through and took out any silver, any W's. I found a few W quarters. Um, I found a lot of wheat pack pennies, but I got all my coins all together. I went to the bank, brought all the stuff that I had been searching through for the last couple of months. I went back. I went to the bank with $478 worth of coinage that I had already searched through that I brought back to the bank. I did that one. Was one of the worst envelopes that I've ever received. I'm missing something. Yo, Carter Silver just opened the letter from your brother. Oh, thank you. Channel okay. Awesome. OC Stacker now has an official Cartier Silver channel. Poker chip. Awesome. 2 hours later, Michael says, yeah, I've only what? Yeah, 45. Be 2 hours and 15 minutes. No, I got to get to bed. I got to get to bed. I got to get some sleep. I got some things to do. I got a couple packages, mail I got right here. I got to finish loading this up. I got some, if you can see in there, there's no Butterfingers. This person isn't getting any Butterfingers, OC, but they got two bars and some swag stickers. I got something else I got to put in there, close that up and send that out. And I got two other ones just like that, but I got to decide which one to send. Let me unstack these. I got my trains. I just tried to make a little room for my pennies. But anyhow, I guess LBS had to have taken off. I don't see him in here. When's a good time to call OC Stacker? I don't know. I've never called OC. I got his number, but I always text him occasionally. I've never called him and talked to him in real life. Not yet, anyways. All Butterfingers to OC Stacker. Well, rest assured, OC, if I ever send you anything else, you'll be sure to get another Butterfinger. At least one, anyways. A whole bag, I don't know. I'll probably get in trouble if I send you a whole bag again. I mean, I know you eat pretty healthy or whatever. I know Michael Stacken's the same way. He can't. I'm gonna be sending Michael Stacken a Butterfinger. I sent one to Ellie. I sent one to Danine. I sent one to Cartier Silver. I sent Cartier Silver. He was a little finicky because he said he really was partial to Reese's peanut butter. The Reese's peanut butter. What are they? M&Ms or whatever the heck they are. So I went and bought him a bag of Reese's Pieces. Threw that in there with a Butterfinger. I mean, myself, I'm a little partial to Reese's Pieces as well. I ain't gonna lie, Cartier, if you're still out there, I was very, very tempted to cracking that bag open and eating them myself, but I made you a promise. But you know what? Hold on. Wait a minute. You guys just hang out here for a little bit. There's my guitar. I haven't been playing it. Christmas. I got something I want to grab out in the other room, and I'll bring it right back in here. I'll tell you what is my Achilles heel. Hold on. Oh man, this is my Achilles heel. I'm telling you, nobody in here is getting any of these. I went out and I bought 3 of those the other day. You guys see what those are? I bought 3 of those. Oh, is that the store? I bought 3 of them. You asking why is there only 2? Well, yesterday I bought 3. I didn't bring any to work with me today. But yeah, no more than I got home, I had to break into them. Yeah. That's my Achilles heel. Oh man. The chocolate ones, but especially the white ones. I love those. Those are awesome. I'll probably eat all 3 of these before I go to bed. I'm sure I will. I almost forgot about them. I'd almost forgot about them until we started talking about the Reese's Pieces. But man, are they good. This is the best stuff that Reese's has ever made, especially the white chocolate. I love white chocolate. Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah. I wish you could go buy them. Try them. They're awesome. They are the best. One for you and one for me. So, man, well, for me sending the Butterfingers out, nobody's got a melted or a crushed Butterfinger yet. Not that I know of. I got my bubble wraps, envelopes. And besides, when I send them inside my bubble wrap, I also protect them inside of another layer of bubble wrap. So even if you're in Florida and you got hot weather, they don't get melted. Yeah. Yeah, I should probably start cutting down on the sugar. I'm a sugar fiend. I love my candy. Oh, Mrs. T-Bird sounds like she's walking across the. Yep. Is that you, Miss T-Bird? Yeah. You done work? Unfortunately. Yeah, she's been having a heck of time at her work as well. She works from home, but she's been busy, busy, busy. Yeah, I agree. Oh boy, the problems of work. Oh, why can't it be just simple? No, you come up with simple ideas and simple procedures at your job. Isn't it funny how the managers and the supervisors all they sometimes they don't have a clue of the way things operate, and they think they do. And there's an easier, simpler way, and you try to explain it to them of what you need to do and how you need to do it, and they say, "No, I need this. And I need it now." That's what's happening in my work almost on a daily, eh, consistently every day.
That's not what's happening at mine.
I know.
It's the Trump
That yeah, the Trump, the tariffs and the
system and
oh, it's broken. It's broken.
no,
I don't even
it's
want to talk
just
politics. It's broken, and it's going to be worse after April 2nd. April 2nd is going to be worse, and it's all going to be on. It's going to fall back to the consumers, us, everybody that's in here. If you're from the United States, it's going to fall back on us. It's it's what I've been preaching about for years and years ago before YouTube. Um, it's I could get into a discussion about it, but I'd rather not. It'd turn into a rant and a rave, a rant and a rave. But to go about my work, there's certain things that I have to do in a certain type of procedure, a certain way. There's certain things that have to be done first before you can follow through and do another different procedure. I'm starting to sound like I'm a doctor. It's not a procedure, but regardless, there's only certain things that you can do in a certain sequence so things don't bottleneck. And I know them extremely well. I know them extremely well. The way my job is, what I have to do, what I can do before doing something else so we don't get bottlenecked. Because if you bottleneck something in my line of work, what I do, then you got a particular type of work. It's called a shuttle wagon. You get it stuck in an area to where you can't get it out because you got other cars and stuff that are in front of it, and you can't do nothing, so you bottleneck it. But there's certain moves that's got to go here first, and everybody wants something first. There's like three or different. When I first walk in, it's like a split shift, and you got three different departments there, and everybody wants their stuff moved first. No, I need this done. I need it done 10 minutes ago. And it's like, I just got here. And I need this stuff. No, no, I need this. You got to move this first. Mine's priority over them. And I know how to prioritize. And they don't seem to get it because if I went along with what they're telling me to do, then I would be bottlenecked and then nobody's going to get anything because I won't be able to move anything. Plain and simple. But it's happening almost on a daily basis. And that's my rant. I guess I could really, really rant about that. Yeah, when you got this coming right here, and you got this one coming this way, and you can't. Neither one wants to go that way, and this has got to be moved first before this can go by, and This has got to come up over the top and up here. They don't understand that if you don't move it, you're going to be stuck here and then you can't go anywhere. I guess that's a good
I
analogy.
can't complain. I've got a great support system.
OC Stacker. OC Stacker, you still in the house? Oh, look up. This is T-Bird copy. Woo! I didn't even know I had that coming. I got some garlic bread with some garlic butter. And what is that? Homemade chili. Homemade chili. Oh man, I could have did a video on that, Miss T-Bird. I could have did a video on that. Now, what am I gonna do with this? I got no room on my desktop here. I'll have to set over here. Oh, there's my magnifying glass. Found it.
That's, you want chili, right?
Yeah, I could have did a video on you making that.
I know. You made homemade chili.
Yeah, I found it. Now I can see it. Oh, 1970D right there. I missed one.
By the way, hi everyone.
Mrs. T-Bird said, hi, everyone. 1969D. Oh, that's 1969S. Oh, there could be an error in that one. I don't know. I'd have to use the microscope on that one. I've got a 1969 S double die. I got that in my coin collection I found in the wild. I don't think that one is. Oops, you guys can't see that. I was just looking at it. I got my magnifying glass because I like to look at my coins, and if I see something a little peculiar, then I'll throw it underneath the microscope, the coin microscope. Cartier Silver said, hi, Mama T. OC Stacker said, hello, Kim T-Bird. Bellows Forge said, hey, Miss T-Bird. Raka, give you a wave. Hi, Mrs. Well, thank you so much for everybody saying hi to Mrs. T-Bird. She's, like I said, a lot of times she's already done a 13-hour plus day. So it's 5 of 1. She's getting done. She started before noon. Fortunately, she works at home. I mean, she doesn't have any commute, but I wouldn't want to do what she does. I've done what she does before. I've been there, done that, and if I had to sit down there at a computer looking at a laptop and looking at 3 or 4 monitors and working with other teams and other things that she does, which I can't really mention. But she looks like a little mini dispatcher. I'd be eating so many of these and so many of those and everything else. And boy, let me tell you, then I wouldn't be weighing 175 pounds. I'd probably be weighing 250 or 350 or 75 pounds. But I'm very active. I'm very healthy for my age, and for especially the junk that I eat healthy too. Don't take it wrong. I do eat healthy meals. You all know that. I live pretty large, especially when it comes to eating steak and everything else. But I do love my sweets, and I don't know how many more years, knock on wood, that I can continue to do that. I've been doing it forever. No high blood pressure, no sugar problems. Triglycerides at one point in time were a little on the high side, but that's when I was drinking a 6-pack plus of 16-ounce Pepsis a day. And I was drinking like 9 of them a day at work. Jolly Ranchers are pretty good. Yeah, they are. Yeah, Jolly Ranchers are good. Definitely got a sweet tooth, to tell you that. Yeah, LBS took off. He never came back. He's busy as well. I'll catch up with him at another point in time. But listen, it's 59, 20, 24. I'll start saying my goodbyes. I appreciate each and every one of you. I still have well over 10 people still in here, 18 likes. Awesome. I hate to let you guys go. I'd love to stay on and go over some of my coins and other things and whatnot. But I really got to get to these. I really got to get to that chili, and I got to get to polishing these off. Don't worry, OC. I'm not gonna eat your butterfingers. We'll get you another butterfinger one of these days. But thank you very much, Bellows Forge. Thank you, OTG, for stopping in. Thank you, Raka. I appreciate each and every one of you. Thank you very much, the Broke Stacker. Yeah, go check out the Broke Stacker. You all know who he is. Check out the pours that this guy does. He does some awesome pours. I've shown them before, and he every time he's in here, I try to show his pours off. I got some stuff in the broke, my broke brother. Yeah, I shined them up. They didn't come all that shiny. I wish I would have known about that copper cream that I had. Uh, Before I used the wire brush on that on my drill, I probably would have used that copper cream. They probably would have came out and had some nice red patina on them, something like these. You got to think about that. Um, you got to think about that, man. The Broke Stacker. You got to buy yourself something. They have it. It's Wright's copper cleaner. And if you got anything that's black like that and it's got that red patina on it, clean that up and you'll get something similar to that. You get that nice red patina on it. I wish I would have done that before I did that. I mean, even like this one, I got that from 3D. I really want to see what that is going to look like. I'm going to clean that up and it's going to have that red patina on the back. I don't know. I don't know if I should use it on it or leave it. It's awesome just the way it is, but I really, I think I'm going to do that to 3D's heart. I think I'm going to do that. Maybe I'll do a video on it. I'll do it live. I don't know. What do you guys look at that? Some wicked pour lines in that. The cooling, they're like cooling lines. As the metal cools and condenses, it doesn't like condense, but even the one's cooling. Alrighty, good night, everyone. Yeah, stick to the Reese's. Have a good night, Carter Silver. Have a good night, bro. Yeah, yeah, it is a nice heart. It is. Y'all keep on keeping on. Carter Silver goes already. What's the word, guys? Bird's the word. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good night, y'all. Thanks for hanging out with me. Appreciate y'all. Take care. Good night.